authorities have shut down the Silk Road. This was a very secretive online group, or I should say website, that allowed people to buy drugs without worrying about getting caught. Now, everything was encrypted. Everything was very, very low key. This was something that you couldn't find through Google or through Facebook. And basically what it did is it allowed people to use online digital currency known as Bitcoins to buy things like Molly, Adderall, any other type of drug, LSD, and they would use the Bitcoins to purchase these things. And they would use encrypted addresses in order to get the drugs sent over to them. Now, drugs weren't the only things that they were able to purchase on this very secretive online website. They were also able to purchase things like art, but it was basically a black market.
Oh, that's fascinating.
Yeah.
Like, oh man, let me see that Van Gogh. Let me see what you got there.
It's essentially an internet marketplace. That's the best way to describe it, a very secretive internet marketplace. Now, the funny thing about this is, we had a TYT meetup, and someone was telling me about this, and I was like, that seems crazy, dog. I don't believe that that exists. But it exists. Like a week after that meetup, it turns out that the Fed shut it down, and they seized about 26,000 Bitcoins. That's worth $3.2 million, which makes you realize that you can try to ban drugs all you want. People are going to sell them and people are going to use them.
First of all, thanks for getting the FBI now to track future TYT meetups. I appreciate that. Second of all, I apparently cannot do anything dangerous because I don't know how to encrypt anything. Like anytime like people go to oh man, I'm going to send you that file in an encrypted fashion. I'll be like, oh, that's it, I'm done. There's no way I could unencrypt it, right?
Yeah.
So I couldn't do any of this stuff if my life depended on it.
Yeah.
And look, I'm sure that a lot of people like this website. I'm sure a lot of people thought it was cool. And now I'm going to get hate, but look, I'm for legalizing drugs. We shouldn't even have to have a website like this. But if you're going to have a website like this, of course the FBI is going to try to, bust it. And they did. So I'm not shocked or outraged by it.
Yeah, and when people are talking about it so openly, then that means that someone's going to get tipped off. Someone's going to find out about it.
Of course, the federal authorities were not going to figure out Silk Road.
Exactly.
They're like, ooh, it's encrypted. We give up.
Now, 29-year-old Ross Ulbright, the person who basically founded this online marketplace, has been arrested by authorities. He's also being accused of hiring a hitman to kill a Silk Road user. He allegedly hired the hitman for approximately $150,000. We don't know how that's going to play out or if there's any merit to that. But it's kind of crazy to know that this existed and you could literally just buy whatever you wanted from this online marketplace.
Yeah. And so, look, there's a lot of things to be outraged by in the war on drugs. I'm not sure this rises to one of them.
No, this is a symptom. This is a symptom of the war on drugs.
Exactly.
Yes.
We shouldn't even have to have it because it should be legal in the first place. So, unfortunately, a lot of people are going to go to jail over this, but nobody should go to jail over drugs. And on and on the war on drugs goes. But the good news is, I hear we're right around the corner from winning. So if they shut down one more website, boom, we win the war on drugs.